Hi, my name is Kobe, and this is Loud Space.
I model, I can create direct, I make music. Like I do a whole bunch of things. Like I feel like there's not just one thing I do. What can't I do?
A rapper, and my stage name is Good, spelled Gould. And then I'm also a writer, and my alias when writing is AA Jose.
But I'm now gearing towards being a director. But most people know me as a model actor, but mostly as a model. At this point in time, I'm doing graphic designing, but I like to do a lot of the creative things. So all around.
Singer, songwriter, rapper, director, and producer. Yes, and a human being.
Design clothes and textiles, and I write and I take pictures and videos. And I draw sometimes.
Cinematographer and video editor and content creator.
I take pictures, graphic design. I solve problems, and I do my best to try to expand the creative landscape and also just possibly change the narrative.
Filmmaker, I'm a photographer, I'm a graphic designer, and also I'm a web designer.
A photographer, an artist, a graphic designer, a fashion designer, illustrator, and I'm a songwriter.
Graphic designer, a photographer. I recently started indulging into material decor. I'm an artist, I paint, I draw, and I help direct some videos here and there.
Colorist, and what I do is to use colors to tell stories, to follow in that narrative psychologically.
Singer, songwriter, I'm an actress and a writer. Yeah, yes, and a poet. And a poet, yes. I'm a chef. Yeah.
Photographer and a filmmaker.
Especially here in Africa, maybe our parents they don't really believe in those creative things and all that stuff. So
Africa is a fun place.
Every parent would like his or some children to be doing more stuff, pursuing higher careers, being a doctor and all that.
Parents really don't invest much of their, let me say majority of the parents, because obviously some of the parents are that supportive.
My home is a creative space. My brothers are artists. My dad was an artist. I've really enjoyed my ride as a creative.
I don't think I am affected by the negative stigma of being a creative.
So my family has been more supportive of my creative life, unlike some others.
I feel like being a creative is also a waste of time, comparing it to being a doctor, being a lawyer, being a pharmacist, or any of that.
So at first, I went to nursing school for 2 years, and I failed that shit because I'm not supposed to be a nurse. And I love people, so she had found out I dropped nursing school on her own, and she told me that was fine. She wished I had told her because at the end of the day, we all have dreams and we do what we want to do. So in the end, she did support me. It was just more so, it wasn't really advocated at first. I had to initiate it kind of.
it was a little bit hard for me to say okay, I'm going to university to just do things related to visual communication. So it was a little bit hard because my parents, they wanted me to do political stuff. So it's two different worlds. So yeah, that was a little bit hard. And right now they help me doing what I have to do.
Yeah, my parents were the main issue, and also their friends, my parents' friends would see a headline of me in the news and then come and attack them. And I think it makes them also feel insecure because they feel like they're not raising their daughter right. I mean, I've had times where my mom would cut out a newspaper clipping and put it on my bed to show me that there are times where WhatsApp will forward it, and I had to go through that and go out of it, and it's been tough. But now my dad calls me, I'm here, and this person said she knows you, or I saw you on TV. Can I talk to? Do you want to talk to her? Can you talk to her? It's cute.
But in a way, they're getting to understand that you have to be within yourself and get your own passion and try and do something.
Some people told me how what I wanted to do was going to make me have so many troubles financially, And that kind of, I feel like it never really disturbed me. Because I always thought like, yo, if I am going to do what I love, of course I'm going to be successful because I do what I really love. And yeah, it affected me in a way sometimes where I was like, okay, which direction should I go in my life? Should I really build up a brand that helps me to be a creative in all that I do? Or should I just listen to what other people told me? So that is still kind of like a struggle that I'm facing, but I'm really letting go of that and just doing me.
When people ask me what do I do, right, and I tell them I'm a singer and an actress, then the next question is like, what else do you do? I'm like, is that not a real job? Do you know that we don't sleep? It's literally a 24-hour thing because, because when you're a singer, for example, right, you have to go to the studio in the day, you have a show in the night, you're up writing all night till the next morning. So it's a job. Nobody are you creating. You're finding abilities to sell the market as well. And so it's a job that never ends. But here, people don't respect that because they think it's not a real job. If you're not saying you work at so company limited and you're not receiving the paycheck at the end of the month. So it's always, for me personally, I hate the question, what do I do? Because it makes me feel short. It makes me feel like I'm not enough.
Yeah, like, I'm not doing enough.
Yes, I'm not doing enough. And for a long time, it made me feel very depressed. And I still go into that phase where my art is never enough because it's not bringing in money to make people think it's okay to introduce myself as a star. And that's just hard. It's a journey. Yeah.
One wasn't built in a day. So.
I can't talk to people who don't understand how important it is to create.
So, what I do right now is basically I introduce myself as a problem.
So, the word art and what it entails, I love everything about it. And my goal is one day people should see art. People should see what art is really about. It's about love, it's about self-love. Self-love is not the quote you see on TV. Self-love is you actually loving yourself enough to understand the person in front of you and saying, we are all human at the end of the day and we're all going through some shit.
It's just women. I love women. I was like trying to write a list of people who inspire me. They were all women. And I was like, let me just throw that out there. I love women.
I've been attracted to being a creative straight from childhood, and then growing up, I'm always attracted to the creative side. So
okay, let me be honest. It's just to have a really nice Instagram. God is the ultimate creator. He's the ultimate creative. I mean, most of the times I look around and I just wonder, you see a tree, that's a shape. You see a tree, that's a color. You see the skies, all these amazing stuff. It's all God. And usually every single time, I don't really see myself to be the best. I think I'm okay because at the end of the day, I feel like having God be the ultimate creator or the ultimate creator makes me, humble myself enough.
I want to be one of the greats out of Africa, music-wise, anything creative. I mean, when you mention Femina anywhere in the world, everybody knows who she is, and she's someone who makes amazing music that just uplifts people and makes people feel good.
I want to inspire the world. I want a little kid to hear my music or see me just living my best life and be like, I want to be like them. You inspire me. You make me feel like I can do anything I put my mind to. I think that's where I really want to take it.
I want to get people to bring out their best creative side because I believe everyone is creative one way or the other.
I want to be kind of like a sugar mama who inspires, especially other women, but men, general people, regardless of gender, to be themselves.
And I think that my journey as an artist has been difficult, and I've often questioned why it's been so hard, but now I'm seeing the beauty of it is to have all these experiences that I can use to motivate other people. Because once you finally get to the top, you have such a rich story that you can always look back and tell people that, look, I've been there and now I'm here. So what you're going through is It's not new and it's not gonna end in tears. It's gonna end well. Just keep going. Just keep going.
Advocate for younger African creatives so they know that's a way to go, because at the end of the day, all you really need is dedication, consistency, and passion to make money. You don't really need to do one of those fields that everyone thinks you need to do.
I'm hoping and believing that every single child will be given the opportunity to see the way I saw things, because every scene is a masterpiece for me.
Being seen. Yeah. So with me, being a creative is like having my work being seen by other people and then being appreciated for what I do.
I think I will end up being a great director. So right now I'm also like working on my short film, and it's about like mental health. So we're working on it, and I think also by the end of the year we maybe I'm gonna start shooting, because I was also like this year I was also like chosen to represent Senegal at the Cannes Festival. So as like a young judge, so that also like made me just it's just like motivation for me, like to just keep doing what I have to do.
The colorist is to be able to do like top productions. When I'm saying top productions, I mean like feature film, and also be on productions that would give me enough credits to tell my story as well.
We don't learn. We don't try to actually get accuracies of things. We don't read books, we don't do any of that. So I would say one of the biggest things that an artist or a creator needs is adding that knowledge part in whatever field.
You need to keep pushing. Consistency is key, and that's the hard work.
She keeps telling me that.
Yes, that's the hard work, because consistency is actually doing it.
Don't throw away any ideas.
Be yourself. Do not let anybody box you in. Like, just do what you want to do.
No idea is actually very lame. Pay attention to the business side of being a creative.
There's no limitations. There's nothing like a bad idea. Make sure you stay balanced. Drink your water. And also get your rest as well.
How do you?
Whenever you're on your phone, you can do a voice note of what you're thinking. Just be able to put whatever is in your head down, one way or the other.
Live in the moment.
Believe in yourself. You absolutely have to believe in yourself. It doesn't matter what anybody's saying. And I would even add, yes, your art has to be good, but I feel like you should love it no matter what. Because if you don't love it, you're not going to keep doing it to improve anyway.
Go all out anytime. Any idea of yours is not bad.
Create.
If you find something you're good at, if you find some things you are good at, stick to it.
You are good. And if you're not, there's always room for improvement. Everyone's a student in life. There's education everywhere, not only in the classroom. Education through traveling, through friendships, socializing, anything. So don't let anyone stop your bubble, or pop it.
Your main motive is to change the narrative. Your main motive is to also inspire people.
Wake the fuck up. Love yourself more. Like, how is that hard?
Innovative.
Peaceful.
Risky.
Inspiration.
Original.
Worldwide.
Quality.
Spontaneous.
Raw.
Crazy.
Kaleidoscopic.
Always improving.
Passionate.
Brilliant.
Daring.
Godlike.
Vibes.
Shy.
My circle.
Different.
Meditation.
Loyal.
Eccentric.
Lovely. Happy.
Fundamental.
Unique.
Infinite.
Really crazy.
Real.
Just take a picture on the sun.
Fire.
Free-spirited.
Wow.
Intuitive.
And perfection.
I'm still going high.
The name of the studio is The House of Medici.